Two men killed, another injured in Gregory Park shooting. A shooting on Sunday afternoon in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, has left two men dead and another injured. The incident occurred around 2:45 p.m. along the Gregory Park Main Road. The deceased have been identified as Kemar Williams, also known as Ghetto Bear, and 29-year-old tire repair man from Main Street, Gregory Park, and a man known only as Odin Beadle. The injured person is a taxi driver and bar operator. According to reports, the men were chatting and drinking when a grey motor car pulled up. Two armed men exited the vehicle and opened fire on the group. Williams was shot in the upper body, while Beasley sustained gunshot wounds to his hip, thigh, and the back of his head. The victims were rushed to Spanish Town Hospital, where Williams and Bede were pronounced dead on arrival. The other man was admitted in stable condition. 19 spent 9mm casing and bullet fragments were reportedly recovered from the scene by detectives. The investigation is ongoing. Clarendon vendor shot and killed in her community. 31-year-old vendor Flake Lejarn, otherwise Koshima, of Box Common, Clarendon, was shot and killed by unknown assailants in her community on Friday. The Maypen police say about 9:15 p.m., residents heard an explosion and alerted the police. On their arrival, the vendor was seen lying on the roadway in her community with gunshot wounds to the upper body. She was assisted to hospital where she was pronounced dead. Hanover man killed in bizarre motor vehicle crash. A 25-year-old Hanover man was killed in a bizarre motor vehicle accident Friday night. According to the Hanover police, Tajmar Cunningham of Sandy Bay in the parish was standing at the back of a black 2016 Land Rover SUV that was parked along the Sandy Bay Main Road about 11:45 p.m. when he was hit by a white 2016 Audi Q5 motor car which ran into the back of his vehicle. Cunningham was pinned between two vehicles and sustained multiple injuries. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Hanover police are probing the incident. UTech raises tuition by 3%. President laments financial distress due to subvention cut. Lamenting that a $1 billion cut in government subvention has caused significant financial distress to the tertiary institution, University of Technology Jamaica UTech President Dr. Kevin Brown says he's liaising with the authorities to reassess the current amount granted towards supporting the operation of the university. There's a need for a bit more equity. The funding model for the tertiary education needs to be completely reviewed, stated Dr. Brown on Saturday. With the university growing and currently hosting 12,000 students and employing 1,200 staff members, it is facing financial challenges due to what Dr. Brown lamented as inadequate funding. The government subvention needs to be adjusted, that's without a doubt, he said, noting that the yearly grant plays a critical role in impacting the ability of the university to operate efficiently at the affordable rate for students. According to Dr. Brown, for the fiscal year 2024-2025, our subvention is about $2.3 billion, and that is a reduction relative to last financial year because we had a cut of $1 billion. An unexplained cut that has caused significant financial distress, he noted. The president of the Old Hope Road St. Andrew-based institution said the reduction in funding forced the university to increase tuition fees to students. The initial proposal of a 5% increase for 2024-2025 academic year was met with pushback from the University of Technology Student Union. Following further talks, a 3% increase has been granted. The increase is due to inflation to ensure that we have the appropriate financing to keep the institution operational and to provide everything that the students would expect to have with respect to resources, stated Dr. Brown. President of the Students' Union, Rick Darby, expressed disappointment with the manner in which the tuition increase was initially executed. It was extremely concerning regarding the fact that the tuition was raised and that no formal notice sent to the students, Darby said, adding that it should be a consultative process in which the Students' Union is informed of what will happen in whatever decisions that the university will take. In the meantime, Dr. Brown said we are in continuous talk with the government, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, and I believe that we will find a resolution as it relates to funding. 1 year of anguish. 1 year after their houses were firebombed by thugs and 2 among them killed, More than 40 residents of 44 Walker's Avenue in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, including children, are still homeless. The situation has been causing the fire victims great anguish, and to add to their woes, they know not when the new houses the government have promised to build for them will become a reality. Reporters were told that the delay in rebuilding the houses is no fault of the government, but is rather due to the fact that the death certificate for Naomi, who was burned inside her house and died 10 days later, has not been generated. Naomi was the owner of the property. The other deceased person was 28-year-old taxi operator Mr. Harton, who was shot dead by the men who torched the houses. Last week, Annie, who was bored to tears when reporters visited her for an update on how she and the others were coping. As much as her living condition at the moment is uncomfortable, she misses her mother most of all. My mother, we call her Miss Sweeney, she was 72. Monday, the 12th of August, made 1 year since we were firebombed. On the 12th of August this year, a lot of memories returned. We cried and all those things. The main reason why I cried was because I lost my mother. If we had our mother, it wouldn't be so bad. It is very bad because now I have no mother and father. The 6th of August made 3 years since my father died, and my mother died the 22nd of August 2023, she told reporters. In the meantime, we want somewhere comfortable to live. Anything the government can do for us to make the process more faster, we would appreciate it. From last year, I catch me catch a people yard. When the incident just happened, we were sleeping outside, but a young lady put me up, and I give her a little something for the accommodation. We don't have any bathroom, no kitchen, and no privacy, she said, explaining that she has to take her showers outside in the open. I have a daughter, and we have to bathe outside. Most of the times we are in the yard and people just push the gate and come in and see us naked. We would like somewhere comfortable for the time being. All of us, we got burned and catching all over the place. And now, everybody wants you to catch with them for long. They want you to move along. We are uncomfortable, she stated. Because Mom was murdered, the process to get her death certificate is taking longer, she said, adding that once the certificate is produced, the houses should be rebuilt according to plan. One woman who did not give her name confirmed that her daughter, who was one of the fire victims, also has to be living with other people. She added that she is happy that despite the cost of firebombing last year, no longer exists. Alonzo Terrelong, the Member of Parliament for St. Catherine East Central, where Gregory Park is situated, said the government remains committed to rebuilding the houses for the people who were displaced. The government stands by its commitment to assist the families in rebuilding homes for them. At this point, members of the team from the Office of the Prime Minister have met with the family on several occasions. The architects have done the design, the plans are in place, the funding is in place. However, the team from OPM awaits certain documents from the family to proceed with the building phase, Terrelong explained. At this point, it is the family to get certain documents, but they have not been able to get them based on personal issues. Just recently, they asked me if I could provide them with assistance in securing some of the documents, but these are documents that the individuals who own the land have to get. The government cannot get these documents, Terrelong added. Last Saturday, Campbell, the owner of Washington's Funeral Service, shed more light on the difficulty involved in obtaining a death certificate when a person is murdered or dies under suspicious circumstances. Campbell told reporters that whenever a person dies from a natural cause at home or at a hospital, and the police are satisfied that there is no foul play, a burial order can be easily obtained. He said relatives are able to apply for the death certificate and sometimes receive it in a matter of days. However, there is a considerable difference when someone is murdered, commits suicide, or dies in a motor vehicle crash. Those causes have to go through the government system, so their certificates take a longer time. After the suspicious death of the relative, family members will get a burial order to bury their loved ones. However, the death certificate will take a longer time because the forensic report will have to come back and something, a toxicology report and histology are needed for the pathologist make the final report. Then the police will have to give their report and the cause has to go through the coroner's court. The process can even take up to 3 years, he stated. The government needs to really look into it. The burial order can go as far as no more, and not having the certificate holds up a lot of things like insurance. Insurance companies need the death certificate, and it causes a lot of pain and anguish on family members, so I think something needs to be done, Campbell told reporters. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.